right. We are live. Oh, one sec. Someone is. That's supposed to be like that. Yeah, no, that is. Alright, everything should be fine. Alright. Alright, so here we have Rebel Trader, or not Rebel Trader, I'm Rebel Trader. This is Stevdav and Ekiler. I'm not gonna, unless they get it done super fast, I'm probably not gonna be able to cover the whole match. We don't have Ekiller's bands in yet. I should probably not show Stevdav's. Let's go and show some stats. So Ekiler has played 2 matches already. We haven't seen a single one of them streamed. Let me make sure my gain is correct. Sorry about that. Okay, I think that should be a bit better. All right. So Ekiler only submitted 3 deck lists. One of them has been banned. It was the Pyromandos one. These players, 2 middle of the pack players. It is an elimination game, being the second round of the losers bracket. Stevdav won a very close series against Nemesis in round 1 of the winners bracket before losing to Randomando in a match we covered fairly recently. All right, and it looks like Ekiler's here, so let's go ahead and go back to this screen. We'll see. Let's see if Ekiler has a ban. And what is it gonna be? Oh, sorry about that. So Stevdav says that. It's Obi. All right. Let me go and get that set up for you guys. That should be Obi. All right. Ekiler, and looks like in all 3 of his matches so far, his Pyre deck has been banned, which is one of the cons of only bringing 3 decks. All right. Yep. Instead of clarifying that. So Ekiler just is not going to get to play that deck, which he loves. But it's game 1. Let's see. Let's see what people. Oh, shoot. Sorry, mic seems being a bit weird. All right. Ekiler bringing out the Boba Ayla. Stevdav bringing out the Gideon Gurindon. Alright, I'm going to be able to go for about 40 minutes. And then I have to stop. But hopefully that'll be enough time for some good Destiny. This Ayla Boba deck is interesting. We've seen Ayla a lot paired with Obi. But she has a ton of other viable pairings. Maybe this Boba one is one of them. We'll see. She is that single die, but she brings that Clone Trooper, so it's effectively a 4-die start. And Stevdav's Gideon Gurindon, it brought him home the match against Nemesis, but he lost due to what I would say was a series of misplays against Oh shoot, stream is buffering. Oh god. Alright, so I'm trying to fix that. I'm trying to fix the stream thing. Or were they saying things in chat? I can't read chat. My TDS is about to crash, it looks like. Shit. Alright. Yep, it just crashed. Okay, well, I think I'm going to stop stream, actually. And just back up. Turn down the video settings so it's not going to be, it's like 30 FPS now instead of 48. Just because for whatever reason my computer's not able to handle it in this room specifically. In other rooms it's usually able to. I don't know why. Let's see if they, it looks like they've started. Oh, shoot, I'm gonna have lost my so okay, we were live for a bit. The bands are, as you can see, Deathwatch Mando and Obi-Wan. That's a good camera one. Camera two. All right. So it looks like, all right, Ekiler got off to a good start with Vibro Sword. And Stevdav got off to one with Uncompromising. We've yet to see what the Garunan draws are going to be this turn. Oof. Kind of whiffing there. He doesn't have MSC in hand to correct some of those rolls, but that is rough. E-Killers doesn't have any removal in hand. Which is going to be rough. Right, and that should have been detected. Oh my god. Is he giving me... Okay, there we go. Oh god. Alright, let me try this. Yeah. Okay, so he's saying the greed should have been detected, which is correct. Should have been. So he gets a draw. It's an Intel Breach, which Intel Breach he knows is not going to fire. Is that helping with the stream? I think it is. All right. All right. So it looks like Ekiler getting off to a really strong start, being able to get down both Vibro and Whistling Birds. The Whistling Birds obviously not going to do a ton in this matchup, and without a ton of modifiers, but it's another upgrade to have down. Another die, another thing that can do damage. Stevdav taking a reroll. He's got that 2 damage, which can also be a discard. Obviously, you want to see the money generally. You can now actually go focus plus mouse droid flip into money sides. And then play out that E-web. Ekiler is going to try and find something with the Undercity. Or nope, he's not going to. Alright, Stevdav is just going to go to that money. At this point, it's too late. Here comes the Ayla power action. Clone hits the one gun. It's not good enough. Stevdav is going to take 5. And then uncompromising discards the vault. And Gurren draws another card. Oh. What is it? Alright, it's Hustling, which is pretty much a dead card at this point in the turn. Ekiler gets a couple more damage in. But Stevdav is going to be able to end this round with an Armored Assault Tank. Or not an Armored Assault Tank, a 5 First Legion. And potentially this Hustling going into the next round. Which is really good. And he didn't sustain a ton of damage. Although Ekiler was able to ramp out into a couple of big things. So I'd say this round's a win for Stevdav. And also Ekiler's targeting Gideon, which is usually not correct. Usually you want to go after Gurren. Sometimes like it's okay to kill Gideon and best defense will help you get there. But generally speaking, you want to be taking Gurren off the board so you don't have to deal with those specials. Hits the pay side, which is not what you want to see. Stevdav has the option to just dig for another card with Undercity. It's a mouse droid, which is 1 cost right now, so it's not going to do him much good immediately. I'd probably just be throwing Slay 1 back. Yep. And we're going to get a reroll. Pay side again. Is he going to discard the mouse droid for a reroll? I don't know if I would. Yeah, nope. Mouse, yeah. So yeah, I definitely would say that round goes to Stevdav. He got out 8 resources worth of stuff. Ekiler got out 5, really. The math is a bit fuzzy. I'm not going off the exact costs on the cards, but I think there's just a bit more value stuff on Stevdav's side of the board. No blizzards in hand for Stevdav this turn, but he is gonna have his Gurren draws, and he has the chance of stealing this IB also. And he does not detect the IB. Boba allowing you to run everybody profits in a hero deck. Very interesting. He also chose Ran Ichuta. Playing Armory here for Ekiler, it saves him a resource, but it gives Stevdav a draw. The question is, do you think he's going to get that draw later anyway? And it also gets you another draw, which is beneficial. Yeah, I don't know if I agree with the choice not to Armory there, but let's see. Ooh. Yeah, see? Because now if he had done that, or actually, I guess the discard was showing. That might have actually affected his plans. I know it kind of makes sense that you wouldn't do that. And the discard hits both the detected cards, which means he gets to draw 2 immediately. Still no Blizzard. Finds a Forewarned and a Scorched Earth. I don't know if you guys can see all that's in his hand. shoot that. That's not what that card does. Alright, how's the stream health? Stream health seems fine. Ekiler is definitely going to want to play this Tuscan camp this turn. And he's got 2 of the resources that he needs to do it on board. Here comes the first E-Web. Finds the 3-for-1 because Stevdav doesn't have the battlefield. Potentially, Stevdav is still going to see potentially 2 more draws this turn from the Garindan Detect and from this Undercity. And he draws into a camp. I don't know if you guys can see that. Throws back the Scorched Earth. So camp is going to be another good thing that he can ramp into, even if he doesn't find some good fodder for the Garindan specials. Here comes Boba. It's the 3 on the Vibro. No resource, though. Just keeps him away from the crucial 3. His name in the system, which is going to reveal an Achita, which is going to turn the Vibro to a blank. Garindan has to get into the pool soon. Oh, it's only character dice, actually. Never mind. So he's going to turn the Boba to a blank, which it's isn't a great use of the cards. But it does force a reroll still, which is kind of what you were aiming for. 3 more goes into the Gideon, just slowly plinking away. I'd be activating Garindan here, 100%. Hits a special, blanks on the uncompromising. That's rough. Detects the Atuta, which is probably the reroll card, which means he's probably gonna get a draw soon. So, deciding to take just 1 resource now. Stevdav is considering a reroll. He's considering the second mouse droid. Forewarn does not work here. Don't try to play it. It's less than, not less than or equal to. Sorry, someone's playing the piano outside this room. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Even though the piano is clearly marked, do not play without headphones. Alright, here comes the Clone Trooper and hits the resource. That's camp money right there. Second E-Web comes in and it's the 3. That's what you want to see. And Ekiler, there's another discard it immediately. So Ekiler can take it and be confident in that camp. I don't know what we're gonna see here. I would probably just go for a reroll here before trying to do anything else. And I would reroll everything except the 3 and the Grin special, probably. Or maybe he thinks he can get what he wants out of the focus. And maybe he actually can. Depends on what he wants. Actually, yeah, he actually can get pretty far with that focus. He's going to the Grin and money. Okay, so he's gonna just play stuff from hand rather than try and go for Grin and specials. He's gonna get that uncompromising draw. And draws into another name in the system. So yeah, I think, yeah, smart play, it seems. Not trying to do that. But now Ekiler's gonna have to make the choice of play this camp or reroll your Boba dice. Because Boba dice, you're actually not just losing 2, you're losing 3. Yeah, and he's gonna play the camp, which I think is probably smart in the long term. But it does mean that like you're losing 3 dice this turn. Stevdav goes up to 4. Here comes the Tusken camp. Hits medium sides. You're gonna have to take those camp dice for the money. Yep. The 2 disrupt is gonna get you value. Stevdav should be able to play his own camp. But we're gonna see 6 into Ayla. Interesting that he decided to go for Ayla. It represents kind of a decision point. So Ayla has the IB-94, which means she's going to get an extra health every round. But she also has two non-read-to-play weapons on her, while Boba has only 1 read-to-play weapon on him. So it kind of makes sense that you would want to target Ayla, but you're also accepting a harder time in doing so. Here comes the camp. We'll see. Is he going to decide to take the money, or is he going to go for it on those Tusken dice? I'd go for it. It looks like that's what he is doing. He doesn't have a ton of gas to play after this, but he can still get a lot of value. Oh. Alright, so hustling is going to be able to get him money. He's going to get a couple damage out of his testing dice unless he decides to go for resources. Ooh, goes for the mouse dread. Is he going to use it now, or? If you use it now, go to money and play like a general over the hustling. Alright, no, he's just going to take the damage. Save the mouse droid for next round. Hopefully he can get to his blizzards. Only 15 cards left in deck for Stevdav, 19 left for Ekiler. You're definitely looking to get your blizzards. 1 second, let me adjust that. Alright. Hopefully my voice is a bit clearer now. Might not be. Alright. Ekiler draws into a DL-18. I haven't seen that in a while. Rebel Alliance. That is going to get him 2 heals and AL, potentially 1 up Boba, but there's no indirect taken. Stevdav again fails to find his blizzards, but it looks like he kept 2 cards. Right? Yeah, so he kept 3 cards, so he only ended up drawing 2 from the deck. He's gonna get potentially 4 more this turn. If you count the Undercity, which he's gonna take. Alright, Ayla zooming in. It's a solid hit. That's 2 actions lethal on Gideon. And Gideon is just going to dare to defy. Attacks the Achuta and the Hunger Down, so he misses the weapon. Alright, 1 action lethal. Name the system can save Gideon for now. Ooh. It looks like he's going to Mouse Droid. So yeah, Mouse Droid. Yep, it also saves Gideon and makes his dice a threat. Ekiler now. He's looking at just dropping that DL-18. His hand's fairly light on removal. Ooh, it's just gonna activate camp. Gonna risk losing the DL, the discard. Hits a 3, which is lethal on Gideon, and also that disrupt and the dollar side. Naming the system. That's gonna save Gideon for a round, but he's gonna lose his money. And yeah, it looks like the healing and the shields are the only removal for Ekiler this round. So there's a very high likelihood that Stevdav can engineer a kill onto Ayla. I'd just be resolving this disrupt here. Like, alright, he's taking a reroll, trying to put pressure on the Gideon. Gideon isn't really threatening a ton right now. Like, there's not really a reason why you would need to kill Gideon now as opposed to, like, in 3 actions. Because he's going to get that 2 discard resolved no matter what. He does have Stevdav does have a trick, but that trick is not online for 2s, which is like the thing you would want to do. He hits Hunger Down, and the DL is just going to get him another draw. It's a Headstrong. And we're gonna spend 1, take down the Gideon. That 1 disrupt is really the main thing that you were going to lose by waiting for the overkill. And there we go. Now he's able to trick the 2 disrupt off the Headstrong that he drew from the Grindin. And now Ekiler has a chance to either play or discard this Rebel Alliance, which will deny another draw. It looks like he's not going to do it. That's a solid roll from Boba. Damage and shield. It looks like we're going to see Headstrong come down. Boba will get a power action this turn. He didn't last turn because both of his dice were on blanks. That represents like the ability of this Gideon Grinda deck to put pressure on with the discards. You can just the discard is so valuable. Now Ekiler's just gonna be playing defensive. I'd probably just be putting Granite's Ice in the pool. You don't want to you want to like give yourself that draw. And I was gonna lose the draw, it looks like. Or no, not quite yet. We're going to see a Boba PA. Hits a blank. Wah, wah. Gets the steal. We're just gonna get him another cycle. You need to be putting Garandon into the pool. Yeah, now you go. Okay, there you go. There we go. He gets the detect. It's the Rebel Alliance. So now he's gonna get both those Garandon draws. Boba takes the 2 shields. And suddenly, like, oh, you need to just be resolving this uncompromising to get rid of Rebel Alliance. Like, because now he's gonna get the, because you really want to avoid him playing it. Or actually, you don't necessarily need to. You actually don't necessarily need to, because as soon as he like gets rid of one of those cards, you just get rid of the other one. So there's a reroll. He does have the resource. That's 5 damage, and oh, it looks like he's just gonna Intel Breach. He doesn't even need to uncompromising. There we go. That means he's gonna get summoned from discard. Could be the no AIT doesn't make as much sense because there's no leader. Oh, it's just gonna be Den of Thieves. So he draws that. And he should also draw 2 from the Garandon. Oh wait. Oh, the draw from Intel Breach is actually spot leader contingent. He doesn't get the draw from the Intel Breach, but he does get the one from Garandon, and he actually forgot a Garandon one from the Achuted discard. Not getting his blizzards, which is what he wants. And it looks like Ekiler might actually take this one. There's only a few damage left on Garandon. This Den of Thieves is gonna widen the chasm, and if he can get the kill on Ayla, it's gonna widen it even more. But Stevdav but Ekiler is knocking on Stevdav's door right now. He needs 7 damage to get the kill. I think he's got it. I'm pretty sure he's got it, actually. With this focus. The max 6. Yeah, it's actually gonna be tight, but I think he's got it. They can resolve both those 3s, and yeah. So both those 3s plus a 2 from the EWeb is game. You can already focus to Camp EWeb. The rerolls are just to get him more value, but he's got what he needs right now. But justifiably, he wants more. He's gonna go focus. We'll see if he goes to resource or special on the Garandon die. He's going to resources. It's the safe route. Boom. Do 3. And then do 4 from the E-Webs. And that is a dead Ayla. Boom. And he's going to get to lay down this Den of Thieves. Stream doing okay? Yeah, seems like it. Alright. So we're going into the next round, which might be the last round. Stevdav is gonna need to survive, and if he survives, he should have enough firepower to take out Ekiler. This turn, Ekiler is gonna try and punch through Stevdav's defenses. A bit more removal this turn for Ekiler than last. And there's both blizzards in Stevdav's hands. He's gonna have those with the defeat the Grinden specials, which is gonna make this him have even more firepower on the back end. But as it goes with these matchups, Ekiler has a chance to get out ahead. There's the DL. Yeah, so you get money. Here comes the camp. Hits the 2 disrupt, which is going to be good for damage off of Den later. It's the 3 and the 3. Oh, I might have said earlier that Seta has both blizzards. He actually doesn't. He only has one. The other card's an E-Web that I thought was a blizzard. But his trick options are actually fairly limited right now. It's 0s, 4s, and 8s. He's going to get disrupt there, which is going to take the 3 offline. Grinden, he's just going to have to eat this 3. Yep. I'd be putting E-Webs in the pool. Or even I'm gonna probably be putting Grinden into the pool actually. Yep, there we go. Because that gives him the potential to get shields from General's die or from the general power action on Grinden's dice. Doesn't roll shields and doesn't roll anything higher than 1 on Grinden's dice. But still, I think a good move. In positions like this, you really need to be gutted for shields. That think on your feet card, removing the 3 indirect. That's the 1 gun there. Ekiler puts camp on the board. Tries to put on pressure. Rolls the 3, of which he has no money to pay for. But that disrupt is going to be... Actually, it's not even going to be that big of a deal. Here's the... I don't know if I agree with that. There's no real reason to do that yet. I put my other E-Web dice in the pool first. I tried to roll shields. Is a discard to reroll. All right. So that 1 can pair with the 3 to make it a +3, which is going to take care of the den. So actually 2 actions lethal right now for Ekiler, but I think yeah, as it stands now, Stevdav is going to be able to survive. I think, right? Because that 1 and the 3 if he assuming he does that first, that has to go on the den. Then you do 1 and 1, and all you just do is just take the 1 shield on this Tuscadite, and he survives for now. But there's still more rerolls coming and a Boba power action coming. Looks like he's gonna focus to. Ooh, oh, what's he doing there? 3. I'm not sure what that was about. Yeah, now it's actually there's actually another way that it could have been lethal, but yeah. Oh, he's gonna go for shields. Okay, that makes sense. So now you can resolve that 3 as a base side. So that's gonna eat the den. And now I think, ooh, no, it's not. It's too early to call. But Stevdav, that 3 shields is gonna do work for him. I'd probably just trick this 0, just to reduce the damage potential. Because right now, let's see, what Stevdav's or Ekiler's potential is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This brings it down to 7. And he needs 5. Let's see. He's gonna be hoping for an everybody profits. Doesn't get it. Gets another camp. E-Web comes in. Guns. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guns showing on Stevdav's side. He needs 11 to win. So I think Stevdav almost certainly is enough. Like in the long run. All right, it looks like I'm probably gonna have to step down from streaming after this game. But I'm glad I could have brought you game 1, regardless of how it ends. Ooh, no, you need to power action Boba first. That was a waste of a reroll. Oof. Ooh, and Stevdav just rolling straight fire on those. No, yeah, no. Ekiler is basically conceding at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 on the board. He needs 13. This Blizzard die is going to come out of the discard pile. And there's just going to be nothing Ekiler can do about it. Is Ekiler just going to claim without power actioning? He is, yeah. Which is actually going to reduce the... It reduces the damage of the E-Web dice. Right now, there's a reroll. Finds another 2. So there's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Needs 11. Just needs, 2 out of 3 sides on this Blizzard to hit. And boom. And that's going to be GG's. Whoop. Oh. Ekiler already claimed, so... All right. All right. So I'm gonna have to go. Tell them to tell me how the game ends. Norman, if you're watching, if you want to take over, go for it. Or if anyone else wants to stream this, but I can't anymore. All right. See you guys.